Let's try this again, shall we? That piece of crap modem, boy, is just about to piss me off. What's up? Oh, hold on. Let me turn off my volume here. What's up, Scalda? Matt1 UK, 3D Medic Fence. Good morning. How are y'all? This thing's pissing me off. I didn't do anything. I sit here. It was playing the anthem, and then all of a sudden went to 0. Nothing. Nothing. I'm returning this POS. Get my money back. Amazon gave me my oh. Alright, so I have got to pack this up, send it back because it's crap. Good morning, Vietnam. That doesn't work. I'm not in Vietnam. Yeah. All right. Bryce Schwartzwelder. What's up, Alan King? How are you, buddy? Good morning. Yeah, perfect freaking bars over here on my modem. And I mean, 3 bars. Max service over here. And it's telling me I'm not fast enough to maintain good stream. All right, so here's this. Hit close. Let's do an M500, M500. I just reran the bed thing on here. We're going to go G28, enter. And then I'm going to print. I got some more stuff to print. What's up, Mike Whaley? I'm okay, man. Just aggravated with my damn internet. I'm trying. I swear I am. I spent $135 on that modem. It worked for a day, and it was great, and I was all happy. And then it just started funking out. And I went to read reviews, more reviews, and that's what happens. It'll work for a day or two, and then it just decides it doesn't want to be 4G anymore. It just stays on 3G. What's up, Don? So I ordered another one for $150, and I'm sending this one back, so I'll be, you know, negative $15 on that. And they say it's like top of the line. I mean, it's top of the line hotspot, and it'll do what I need it to do here. So we're going to try that for a day or two and see how that works out. I just, you know, I'm just about aggravated with, well, not just about, I am aggravated with cellular modems. And I've read rave reviews about the one I bought. And I bought it because it was cheaper and easier to get a hold of. And it doesn't friggin' work, man. the cheap one over there, it's $85 for the one I have in the window. The problem is you can't use external, or you can, but it's hard to find external antennas that work with it to get better signal. To be, not only that, we saw what happened here. It's all, I mean, this thing gets like 6 megabits per second upload, but it has trouble maintaining a solid 25 because it'll do this. I mean, it averages 6 megabits, but it may drop to 1 kilobit and then back up to 12. It's ridiculous. What's up, Sean Gould? How are you? But today is about 3D printing. I am heating up this printer again. I'm printing the chevrons for the Stargate. I'm going to try these. I think what I'm actually going to end up doing is there's multiple piece chevrons, and I think I'm going to try to print them on the SLA printer so that they are perfect. You know, and the thing is, I was looking at this. This won't fit on the build plate for the SLA. But if I turn it up like this, I believe that I can get it. But this length of time to print is going to be crazy large. Not only that, it's going to have to, I don't even think it would need much supports except for to hold it onto the build plate. So I would put some here, then one here, and then maybe one up here at the tip, and be done. What's up, Head Fog? Yeah, I probably would be surprised, Bryce. Speaking of servers, I need to get mine out of my house over there, or get them out of the way, not out of the house, because I'm not going to take them out of the house. All right, but look, we're going to start tearing apart the Haribo. We're gonna take things out of it, take it apart, and put all the parts in a box. I have some new filament coming. I'm gonna make the Bear kit even more special, and I'm gonna dedicate it to somebody. So it's going to be a little different than we had talked about. I'm not saying anything until I get the filament in, and we are going to print it with that filament, and we're going to see how it turns out. You know, which is fun, which is going to be fun, I think. What's up, John? How are you, buddy? Trolling for dollars in the house? Excuse me while I watch this first layer. That's why I had to re-level my bed. It's amazing that you have to re-level a bed when the printer is sitting here. It's been printing perfect, and nothing has moved, nothing has changed. And you come over here and you go to print, and it's down on one side. And that has to do with the little monster itself. These have optical homing sensors on the top. And the problem is the little pin that actually sticks up in the optical sensor, it'll move. It'll twist. It's a little screw and it'll move. And everybody's like, well, put some thread lock or something like that. What's up, David Nemi? But the problem with that is that if you put thread locker or something on it, then you're essentially locking it so you can't adjust it, and it's great for fine adjustments. But I did see a solution to this, and it may be something I look into. There's a thing on Thingiverse, I believe, or My Manufacturer, I can't remember, but it replaces those with optical in-stocks. So that's cool. Now what I'm going to do with my printer here is I'm going to take it apart, but I'm going to leave it together. If that makes sense. Like the hot end is going to stay together. That way I maintain those parts together. I don't have to worry about all of that. I'm going to keep the belts, even though I have plenty of belts. The gears, everything's going in a box. Okay. What's up, Kathy O'Malley? How are things down under? I am beyond. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. We're cranking along, this thing putting out at 2800 kilobits, 2.5 megabits, whatever, perfectly. And then all of a sudden it's at 0. And then 10 seconds later it's back up at 5,000 kilobits. That's why this modem is not the answer. And I don't know that it's the modem. That's the thing. It may just be the way that I have to hook up to it, because I have this friggin' wireless extender here. You know? Right, there you go, saving up all my magic blue smoke for my modems. You're right, Matt One. You are absolutely correct. Stupid. Shut up. Get your butt out of bed, Matt. But anyway, so we're going to tear this apart. And as I was saying, I'm going to keep the parts together so that I don't lose them. I did get a box over here that I'm going to put everything in. So I'm going to get to tearing this apart because, yeah, we got to. Tools. I didn't get any tools. I'll be right back. You're in bed ready to go to sleep? Let me go grab some tools. Hold on just a second, David Nemi. I'll answer your question in a second. I need a Phillips head screwdriver, I do. This little thing right here will help me out tremendously. What else do I need? Might as well just leave that and then I only need one tool. How about that? Let's do that and I need one tool instead of 5. No, not you. You. Alright, so let's get the bits. Let's get the bits over here. Put them in here. Alright, so I should have all the tools that I need, except for maybe a pair of needle nose pliers. Everybody needs a set of good needle nose, right? Yeah, including me. And needle nose pliers. Alright. So now we have the tools we need. Oh, packing tape. Gotta have that later. Alright, so cool. Bryce, the problem is with OBS. Tell me what to tweak, man. I have tweaked everything that I can figure out. What's up, hey, Dean Inger? How you doing, buddy? Why am I changing it to a bare upgrade? Because the Prusa firmware doesn't like this printer. It doesn't like the way that I have it designed. Now, one thing I did think about, instead of going full bare, I may actually leave my long uprights. I'll have to get some paint and try to paint them the same color. But yeah, my better half, well, she wasn't asleep. She was still in bed. But I may leave the uprights the length they are because I actually like the height. I've never used it to its capacity, but you know, a nice big vase every now and again can do it. So we can do that. But let's get started on this thing, why don't we? Let's start tearing some wires. Let me see, I've got, if I take, what are you doing, Henry? My uncle decides he wants to go. I go to tabletop, what do you see? Okay, you can see that. It doesn't really matter. Either view. Yeah, that's the problem is not, and it's because it's a Mark 2.5 kit, so it has, you know, the 2.5 extruder. It's got the Mark 52 12-volt bed on it. It's running a mini Rambo, so the Prusa firmware is probably the best. There's no, this thing's using CPU mostly, not GPU. And I put out at 29.97 frames per second. Head fog, this is a home built i3, but here's the thing, and I put it in the description, and it's kind of hard to explain. But I built this printer without any, I mean, I knew what an i3 was, but I just cut stuff, put it together, and put a bed on it, and built it. It started off with cheap board, regular aluminum bed, and it just had, you know, Marlin firmware on it. And then all of a sudden, I get a mini Rambo And then I get the upgrade kit. I bought the upgrade kit for, what was it, 185 or whatever, from 2.5 to the Mark 52 bed. That upgrade kit, I bought that. And that gave me the extruder gears and all that stuff that I needed to upgrade this to the Prusa style. So this is basically a Prusa printer, is basically what it is, but it's home built. That's what this printer is. And it's sentimental because this was actually my first printer build other than my printed i3. So, I mean, that's just what it is. Thank you, John. I appreciate that, man. And I'll throw that right back at you, man. You are good people yourself. There is no doubt about it in my mind. All right, so okay, there's that. Ow! I'm gonna take hide. You watch. Can y'all even see this? I don't know. Yeah, you can see. Well, you can't really see what I'm doing. Let me see if I can get it a little better. And maybe a little better. I ain't moving cameras. That's a pain. All right, so we got the power over here. Blah blah blah. All right, so let's get into Mini Rambo and let's disconnect some things. Oh, I forgot it's got the actual Rambo clips on it. So stuff don't just unplug. You actually have to mash the little buttons and unplug stuff. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff unplugged in here. Monitor. That's a joke. Uh-oh. I pulled a pin out of a motor wire. Luckily just one. So I know where it goes. Alright, get all that out of my way so I can see. What the heck are you doing, Henry, with your loud ass truck? And I know y'all can't hear it, but I can. He's aggravating me. He's driving back and forth. All right, there. Damn, get a muffler. What's up, Hawk? I am tearing apart the printer here, bub. All right, so I'm going to have to, whenever I go back with this thing, I am going to have to. I know that pops out. Yep, that does. That does. Those are done. Unplugged. Yeah, the Harbo. That's it. Yeah. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. All right, there. Need to unwrap wire because the wire wrap is stopping me from removing stuff. I know, right? But no, there's absolutely. What's up, Matt Pro 6? There's nothing. And hey, Hawk, I'm sorry, buddy, I didn't tell you hey. But there's nothing wrong with the printer. I can make it print. It's just it's fussy with the firmware. Uh-oh. I almost pulled out more than one wire on my motor. Put you back in there before I forget. Not that I can forget where you go, but okay. All right, stay there. That will never work until I redo it. Good night, Kathy O'Malley. Hope tomorrow's better than today was. Alright, so there's that. Now, power supply is gone, or out of the way. Let's get rid of some stuff here. Let's get the head right there. Hot bed. Hot damn. I did not have good cap head screws to put it together. I pulled the wrong wire. Uh-oh. The truck crashed in. What's up, Chris? Truck crashed into who? Right? Oh, come on. Sorry, man. Sorry. Is it? Oh, damn it. This freaking thing. Yeah, stream resumed. I'm sorry. No, the damn modem. This POS access point is killing me, man. this wireless extender, I don't know if it's the extender or the modem, and I can't hook directly to the modem to find out. Okay, so I don't know. What I need to do, I think, is get and I may do it. It may be cheap enough for me to do it. Get a wireless dongle to go in this computer here, and just try it that way. Since I have USB 3 available, won't be any speed drops. So maybe it'll be okay. All right, so you go through here. You got to come out. Dang it! I hate that. Got to take the wires apart. It's not 10 decibel gain antennas. That's not the problem. I'm not wireless. Bryce, I have it's an OBS thing where you just add the chat window. I mean, that's power supply in the box. That's nothing that I do special. I mean, that's pretty much standard as well. Motor cable disconnected in the box. Yeah, I don't use the Streamlabs version of OBS. I use the standard OBS. All right, so let's take these screws out back here out of this bracket and get that out of the way. Now I don't know that I'll need it, but it's going in the box anyway. That is a bigger one. But the antennas, the problem is that this is a cell modem, and what's up, Suit Log? The only thing with yeah, we see. The only thing we see with, or that I see with the issue here is because the modem's not dropping. It's maintaining signal over there. I believe that my wireless extender is the issue. Now, I could get an WR2 WRT AC 1900 and make it an extender and use that. But right now I don't have the money for it. So I'm trying a new modem that was supposed to be here yesterday. Amazon did give me my shipping back because I paid extra for shipping to get it here early. And it did not get here early, so they owe me money. They gave it back already. Another motor cable. And I just don't have the money for a AC 1900 right now. So that is an issue. We're going to track. What's up, Brian? What am I up to? I'm tearing apart a printer. I'm going to tear it down and build something better. What's up, Edutech? So today we're going to do the tear down. Put everything in a box. Just saw a friggin' roach. Alright, but I am in a camper here, so okay. Video cables. Oh wow, why make it into a smoke machine? Mitch, why would you do that? And good morning, by the way. And good morning, Brian Jorgensen, too. Why would you, what do you need a mini Rambo to duet for? I'm just asking, not judging by no means. Oh, that sucker right there is not coming out until I do that. Let's take the bed off of here. Or at least take the belt off, and then we'll worry about the bed. Alright, so first things first, let's where did my little tip go? There it is right there. I need to loosen the belt. come on. Loosen the belt. The belt is loose. Now let's take it off. Back up here. You hit a damn key on Windows 10 and it goes everywhere. Oh, I got you. What time is it by me right now? It's 8:30 in the morning on a Saturday. Get out. Belt's out. All right, so now I didn't take the other side out. I guess I could do that and just take the whole belt out. Put it in the box. It's all going in a box. I promise there's a box down on the floor that I'm dropping all this in. I am not just throwing it down. All right, so let's flip this right here. Okay. Bed works. No music today? Yeah, there should be music. Where'd it go? Yeah, it's there. It's just not very loud. That better? 7:30 a.m. there? Yeah, okay. Central Time Zone. Alright, so let's take a couple of these out. First, let's loosen up the smooth rods here. Those are out. Let's put you right there. Now let's get my bigger one. Central Time Zone. Brian, you should have music. I don't know why you wouldn't. Yeah, it's not the Wi-Fi that's the problem, Bryce. This computer is wired to the AP, the wireless extender. Okay, it's wired. It's hardwired to it. The wireless extender is 10 feet from the modem. What? Oh, it's too loud? My bad. I can't hear it. There, now. There we go. Got mud on your face, you big disgrace. Somebody better put you back into your place. Did you watch the movie yet, James? What am I printing in the back? I am printing the chevrons for the Stargate right this minute. And they are doing fantastically too, by the way. Alright, so let's take this out right here. And let's take this out right here. In the box. And with that, the Mark 52 has left the building. We're going to set it right up here next to the Mark 42. Now I have a Mark 52 and a Mark 42 hanging on the wall. Yeah, Stargate, yes. It is still printing. Absolutely. Oh, that smooth rod is tight right there. Let's get this right. You're printing a Lego, man. That was a good movie. The movie was pretty good. It was funny because my wife, she was like, how do they not know this song? I'm like, because they're making it up. And she figured it out. But she was like, that's just weird to watch them making it up. And we've known about it, you know, for all these years. And I'm like, yeah, it is. All right, so here's the deal. We have smooth rods, and I'm going to put these in a padded bag right here. I'm going to lay that right here by the box because, you know, there's not a whole bunch of other stuff on there. Right. All right, and I know this is hard to see. Let me see if I can. I'm just taking parts off as I go. Not like being specific or anything else. It does. It has a lot of parts to print. Now, not all of them are massive. Like these chevrons, I started just a few minutes ago, or right before I started the stream or whatever, so they've been printing for about 30 minutes. Actually, no, it was still doing bed level whenever the stream started, so they hadn't even been printing for that long. They've been going for, oh, I don't know. It doesn't show you up there. It shows you where they are. It still says they got 51 minutes left. No, I don't think so. 38 minutes maybe by the layer. Alright, so let's take off the belt tensioner. This is actually a nice one. I like it. Don't step on the rods. I know that's right, Sean. That way I don't have to buy no more. Alright. Belt tensioner in the box. Whoo, look at all that. Let's take some end caps off right here. Which, the only thing I would need these for is building another printer. Because the printer that I'm building, I'm going to have to reprint all of this stuff for. But they're going in the box regardless because, you know, parts. Alright, so now I got to unjam all of these nuts. Let's see if I can get something in there to unjam it with. Other way, stupid. Not that. Let me find something smaller. Johnny Castaway just got stuck in my head. And if you know what that is, you're an old nerd. Not just a nerd, you're an old one. If you know what Johnny Castaway is. I really wish Sierra would have sold the rights to it or something. And so I could get it on Windows 10. That would be so friggin' awesome. Right now I'm trying to get the T-nuts out of here because why buy new ones when you can use these? But they are jammed into the aluminum, so they're being a pain in my butt. Where's the damn element? There it is. When am I going to finish with the Stargate? When it finishes printing and I start putting it together. See, the problem is that these are not in my house, so I'm not over here 24 hours a day. And, you know, sometimes I try to come over here before work in the morning and start a print, but normally it's, you know, start it and run out the door, and then if I get home it's failed or whatever, I have to start over, which is fine. I don't mind starting over. That's not the issue. But I don't have access to my printers like, you know, most folks where they can walk in the garage or whatever. It has to do with, you know, when I get home in the afternoon, I come over here and while I'm streaming, I change parts or start printing new parts or whatever. But, you know, I don't walk over here, you know, at 11 o'clock at night a lot of times to change parts that are printing. Or it's like the ones I took off when I got here this morning were the motor mounts that I started yesterday. I printed the motor mounts yesterday. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday. I didn't come over here at all yesterday because yesterday was mine and my wife's 25-year dating anniversary. So I stayed at home and I fixed some, when I got home from work, I fixed some supper for us, and then we watched a movie. We watched a decent movie together. Well, it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was decent together. And then I didn't come over here yesterday, so I did not get those motor mounts off, even though they were, you know, not the longest of prints. They still took a while because I wasn't over here. So that it's going to take a while. Oh, thank you, Brian. Still nobody got the Johnny Castaway thing? Oh, thanks, Head Fog. Yeah, it was actually our first date was February the 8th, 1994? Yeah. 1994. So, yeah. We've been together a while. A day or two. And hopefully a day or two more. Brian Jorgensen. It is the glitch.co.uk Mark II working Stargate. It's the one that actually dials. Yeah, it's on Thingiverse, and if you search for the glitch Stargate, if you just go to glitch.co.uk, they have a link to the Thingiverse on there. So it's just easier, and I've got my hands full right now. If somebody wants to look it up, that's fine. Oh, I know, 3D Print Trucker, believe me. There's been many a nights I figured she would have. Many a nights, but she ain't yet. You know, it's funny because our first date was to a pool hall. I say a pool hall. It was a pool hall, and they serve chili dogs. That's all they serve, is chili dogs. The thing is, they make a homemade meat sauce for their chili dog. It's kind of like a chili meat sauce. It's not even like chili, you know. I need a screwdriver to bang on my head with. There you go, right there. Let's pull an Ivan Miranda. I'm gonna have to give him credit in the video. This thing is stuck, man. So yesterday, I went by the store and I got some hamburger meat, and I made this hamburger chili sauce to go on the dogs. I got some Nathan's hot dogs and some Nathan's hot dog buns, and then her favorite potato chips. And that's what we had for supper. That was our date. Was that and a movie. And it was you know, we had a good night. So I didn't come over here to check on 3D printed parts, because yesterday that wasn't the most important thing. Today it's not the most important thing either, but I'm here. I mean, it is important because I need to get done. All right, T-nuts out, so I don't lose those. Get this motor cable out of the way before I lose it. So we're tearing her down slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley. There. And stop. All right. Moving right along. Let's take the monitor off, the screen off up here. I'm sorry I'm standing up, but got to take her off. Yep, my wife is always important, buddy. You are correct. She will be coming with me to Murph too. You know, we got our RSVP for the IC3D hangout last night, and oh, cool, Brian, sweet. And we are going to be there. So there we go. All right. So now let's have fun, shall we? Let's take off some parts. Some parts that matter, right? Whoop! That T-nut went to the bottom. I heard it. That was another reason for doing the bear. She called to ask me why go to the bear, because these parts are modified. All of these. Oh, thank you, Bryce. I appreciate that. I modified all of these parts in Tinkercad so that the holes would fit the Mark III rods and things that I'm using, or the Mark 2.5 size.
A memory like that deserves a cup of coffee.
I do appreciate that. But yeah, I'm going to, that's, a lot of these parts won't be used ever again. Because now, with the Bear kit, they have the mounts like they're supposed to be. And not just some Tinkercad stuff that I did, because I suck at Tinkercad anyway. Or any CAD, for that matter. Besides that, like this one's cracked, where I tightened it down. This, you know, this is all PLA. The entire printer's PLA. It's all PLA. Yeah, I cracked the crap out of that. So it's going in the box though. So now let's take these rods out. And I also need to reprint the bearings. I want to reprint the bearings for these because, well, I just do. No particular reason. The PLA bearings on this have worked fantastically. So can't complain too much. Oh, that's all nice and greasy. They are moving. That is faux show. Morning, Alan. How are you, buddy? So we're going to, here, let's go to the overhead. See which one's on top. That one's on top. So I'm moving the carriage up now to take it off. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to have to remove the motors to get the motor mounts off. So that really doesn't matter. What's up there, Llama? How are you, buddy? Wind is blowing outside. It's about 50-something degrees out here this morning. Not too bad, not gonna lie. It's not too bad. I'm in shorts, so it ain't too cold, as you can tell. See, really and truthfully, if I just wanted to go like back with black parts, I could take this right here and just leave it together completely and not have to worry about belt tension or anything else, and just slide this right on, because all of this is size 4 of the Mark II or Mark III, I can't remember. So all of this is perfectly fine, you know, to use. I just don't. All right, come on. Get off the end. There you go. All right, there we go. Wind is screaming out. It's actually blowing here pretty good. All right, carriage is in there. All right, let's take these motors out of here. I got to change my tip. You know what's really amazing though? I'm taking this apart, and I'm not even like hurrying. I'm taking my time, or not really taking my time, but just doing it, you know, at a steady pace. And it's going so much faster than putting it together. Alright, so let's take this motor out first. We'll actually take them out together because we're going to set the, we're going to pick the frame up and get it off the top of it. 13 degrees Celsius. See, now I'm not quick with the Fahrenheit thing, so I don't exactly know what that is in Fahrenheit. Glow in the dark filament. Close. That's close, Headfog. You're close. But this is going to be a themed bear. Oh, it's 50. So it's about the same here, Alan. About the same then. What's got you stuck? Nothing. Nothing got you stuck. I don't even got to take you down, dude. Just pull you out like so. Motor done. See? That's part of your problem. You can't have no up down. We're gonna I'm just gonna set these right back here for right now. Back here on the table where that printer went. We'll spin her around and we'll do the other one. But there's quite a bit that I have to print for this too. I need some bottom brackets and stuff like that. So now here's some things I've got to print. But in reality, other than I've got to take the board out, this motor off, in reality I'd be done with this. I don't have to take this frame apart at all. Because the frame, I have all the parts for the other frame. And I'm actually going to have to get some new motors and lead screws if I go with that frame. Cool, llama. Right? Now, I don't know anything about Craftware. It is not going to be orange and blue. No. I am not going with my traditional colors. I spoke with, and they agreed to sponsoring this with IC3D. So I have a color in mind that is coming from IC3D, and I just think it's going to be cool. I'm rubbing grease. Right? So I need to take this motor off. Got 3 screws there. And you know, I want to see if I can get this on here. Let me turn the tabletop on over the top of this. I don't know if you can, hold on, let me turn it. There we go. I don't know if you can see that or not. You really can't from that direction. Maybe from this direction. If you can see, that's bent just a little. I mean, just a little. It's leaning forward just a touch. Okay? It's bent just forward just a touch. And that is, I can't remember whose video it was, but somebody did a video talking about how PLA under stress will bend over time. It'll warp over time. And that's what this has done. It has warped over time. So I'm still going to print in PLA because this has been over a year and the belt was still tight. I mean, you know, may take a little tensioning every now and again, but nothing just... Everybody's like, well, don't do it in PLA because that's just not going to last. Well, it lasted long enough for me to tear it apart. I don't know what else I could ask for. You know? I got you, Alan. So hopefully the stream hasn't dropped out enough that I've got 2 videos. I don't mind a little crappy starting to a video, but I have seen it. Yes, I actually saw one working at Murph last year, and I believe they had a belt printer at Earth last year. Motor, sweet. In the box. Now then, let's pull out a mini Rambo right here. And this is a name brand Ultra Machine mini Rambo, just like they use in the 2.5s and Mark IIs. So once I do the bear, I will be able to use the same firmware. Everything will be correct. I am going to have to get some new limit switches because mine are backwards from what the Prusa firmware was. So I will have to get some new limit switches, but there, you know, I'll get the plug-on type so that I can swap them back and forth, and there won't be much to that. This is why I should have my my screw bins and all over here. Echo, answer the phone. What's up? I'm streaming. I'm streaming. Yeah, what you doing? Huh? All right. Well, let me call you back about 10 o'clock, Sean. Is that all right? All right, brother. I'll holler at you later.
All right, love you.
Love you too. That was my little brother. I say little. He's 42. So I say little, but he is my little brother. Always will be my little brother. All right, so mini Rambo. Now what we need, there's one right there. I don't have an anti-static, but I do have a nice bubble wrap bag over here. Drop the mini Rambo into some bubble wrap, wrap it up, and put it in the box. Now, let's continue, shall we? Dismantling a frame. I don't believe I'll need this tip any longer. Okay, let's go back to overhead. Right there. Well, maybe. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to be doing stuff, trying to let you see it, but it's going to be difficult. Not going to lie. Let's take these out of here first. Did I lose everybody? No, y'all just stop talking. I got you. It's early. I get it. It is early on Saturday. What's this tabletop work better for this? Not really. Can't really see either direction, right? Oh well. We'll separate these two parts and then oh, there you are. Everybody got quiet. It is Saturday morning. I know it's, well, for me it's early, or it's earlier. For Alan Rich, it's probably like late at night again. Yeah, it is. It's 11 o'clock or so, 10:30, something like that. I don't know, them Australian time zones go in like 30-second increments over there. You can just step like across the white line and it's 30 seconds later. I hear you. Well, I had to answer my little brother. Sorry about that. Well, no, I'm not sorry about that. You know, when it says he's calling, I answer. You know, something may be going on with my mama that he's calling to tell me about, or about with my dad that he's calling to tell me about. You know, he didn't know my dad was in the wreck until I told him. So once I told him, he knew. Don't fall down and hit me in the head. Gantry is off of the printer. There's the gantry. Alright. Now, we'll take... Anything else want to fall out? Anything? Anything? Anything good? Nothing. Nothing falling out. Alright, good. Alright, so now let's separate the gantry pieces. How am I? John Ove, what's up? Sweet, man. 12:30 a.m. Sunday morning in 15 seconds. What am I building? I'm tearing apart red light. No, I'm taking apart the Harbo to build a bear kit. I'm gonna build a bear. You know, they're closing down most of their stores, but I want to keep the spirit alive and build a bear. See, these corner brackets that I got here at work, you always at work. You a working fool. Hey, as long as you take off the Cumberland Murphy, you alright. I had to stay in 2 hotels. Anyway. But that's what I'm doing. You're bringing your wife? Cool, man. Yeah, I'm bringing mine too. Damn it. That's the only reason y'all gonna come talk to me anyways, if she's there. Bracket in the box. Gotta be careful throwing stuff down there, because cat in the box. I don't guess I need to put the mini Rambo in there right now. Let's move it out of the way. I'll be throwing parts in there. Alright, I got you to take out. One leg off. But I will tell you, this frame will get used again. What's up, Brian Vines? How are you? I will be using this frame again because it's, I mean, there's nothing. 2040, really and truthfully, for a 3D printer is all you're doing. I mean, it's all you need. I mean, you don't really need anything stouter than 2040. I mean, 3030 makes a good square frame, but if you're doing an i3 style printer, 2040, that's all you need. That's it. Nothing else. So, I mean, they feel like tanks whenever you put them together. That's why the Bear is such a good kit. Because even as good as the Mark III is, and there shouldn't be any stress on it. You know, everybody's like, well, you need this torsion and this. Really and truthfully, as long as it's left and right on the X carriage, you're good. I mean, it just needs to be stiff in that direction. Front to back torsion is very low on these printers. You ain't moving, are you? Brian, I'm taking the Haribo apart. My Mark II 485 millimeter tall Mark II. Taking it apart. Oh, about dropped you, didn't I? Alright, cool. Now let's take the... Oh, there goes all the T-nuts. There went some plastic. What's up, Sweet D? How are you? Now, I got the frame to build the Bear kit with Brian from Bryce Schwartzwelder. He cut it and sent it to me. So I'm taking this apart so that I have the parts to build the Bear. Yes, I know. To build the Bear, and then I can't get to that, can I? I can once I do that, I think. Maybe. We shall see. And then I got to wait on filament, but I figured I'd take it apart. You're half asleep? All right, cool. You need another coffee? I hear you. Do not blame me either. I could deal with one myself, but my coffee pot's over the house. Come on. We might do that today. I don't know. We'll see. Get out. Thank you. All right, cool. Get these stripped down to bare metal. Ryan Vine's got that. Get me some coffee. Well, I appreciate that. Cannot tell a lie. I wish somebody would walk over here and bring me a coffee. No, I'm just kidding. My wife's sleeping. Or laying down, not sleeping. She is not asleep. Or she wasn't when I left the house. She might have went back to sleep. You know what? I think we're going to finish. We're going to finish tearing this thing apart. We absolutely are. Don't we wish that a printer build went together as fast as taking this apart? That would be sweetness. Brian Vines, did you figure out if you're coming to Murph yet, buddy? I don't know. I hadn't been on Twitter a lot. Really hadn't. Hadn't been on any social media a lot. Last night I got on my Kuntry 3D page and realized that a post I had done about Murph last year was in draft status because you can only add 52 photos and I had 42 photos and I had 53. So it had just stuck it in draft status and I didn't even know it. So I posted that last night on Facebook, the 42 pictures, because I wheedled 10 of them out of it, which, you know, I could do another post and do 10 more. But it's no big deal. I hear you. Brian Vines, that actually is probably not that difficult. Pretty sure there are plenty of people looking for about the same thing. Get all these T-nuts out of here. There's a lot of them. A lot of T-nuts. That one don't want to come out. Now to come out. Shut up. Shut up, llama. I don't want to hear you. Rub it in, buddy. Rub it in. Rub it in. Yep, it's getting there. It's called it's moving. There is movement, you know. I'm just trying to get it all parted out. I was going to leave the frame together because I really hadn't planned on using any of this. But it's just kind of hard to find storage for a frame just laying around, you know, when you're space limited, you know. And I know I have more room over here, but it's still not like unlimited storage space. So, nope, 1, 2 left. I hear you, Bryce. I hear you, buddy. Well, it's been an hour. You guys know the deal. If you want to support the channel and you're not already, or you are and you want to do more, then you know where the links are. They're in the description. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, tell me why. What can I do better other than not be on stream? Because, you know, that's just not any good. All right, so piece 1 out of the way. Let's see, this one here should be easier, or less maybe. Let's say easier. Somebody, if y'all got a chance, you can unhide that. That's fine. I don't stop and get my mouse and unhide it. Thanks. Oh, this is so much fun. Come on, where you at? I can't even see. It's in the dark. Black screws on black PLA in a corner. What's up, Lightspeed? That's right. It is only 7 a.m. Just woke up. Well, you're ahead of the game then, because I still ain't awake, and I've been here an hour. Alright, that one's stuck. Not anymore. Should have did that with all of them. Alright, let's get the T-nuts out of here. That's just faster. Whoop. Man, some of these get in the aluminum and they do not want to turn loose. $40 there? Yeah. They said, my daughter and them said it's supposed to be warming up though. 2 pieces clean. This house is clean. Alright, let's get the Thanks, Ian Harley. I appreciate that, buddy. What's up, grumpy dude? You know, it's funny you say that. I don't know if you saw him or not, grumpy dude, where my dad got in a car accident yesterday on Twitter. I posted some pictures. The lady that turned into him, or they turned into each other, was from Holland. Yeah. So they were over on vacation or holiday, whatever you want to call it. Ivan Miranda would be proud. Tell him this is a hammer. Grumpy Dude is famous? How's Grumpy Dude famous? How's he famous? Oh. Oh, I know, right? It sucks having an accident anytime. I don't think there's a good time to have an accident. That's why it's called an accident. If not, it would be a plan. I always hate that. Something bad happens and they go, well, probably now's the best time. No, it's not ever a good time. Not ever a good time. I don't want nothing bad to happen. What's wrong? Uh-oh, almost lost it. There goes the spool holder. Morning, Dragon Monk. Yeah. But you know what? It's effective. It is effective. That is for sure. Unless it's S3D related. I hear you. Now, somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody, because Tom, Filament Frenzy, posted about S3D yesterday, right? Was it yesterday? I read it yesterday. And then somebody, you know, called out S3D again, and they're like, look, man, you can't be upsetting a pillar of the community like Tom, you know? Which I think that's cool. I really do, because Tom's prints are fantastic. Come on, turn and let loose. There you go. Turn it loose, boy. Lord of mercy, is a whole bunch of uh-oh, did you get done? It did. All right. I'm running over bubble wrap down here. I gotta let the bed cool off before I take them off, because they will bend. But they turned out perfect. A little bit of stringing, but nothing a heat gun won't take care of. So, morning, Ricky Tanner. About time you've been hiding. Ricky's been better than everybody else for a while now. Oh, I know, right? I do know they know that. You know, that's the thing. I know they know that. That's crazy, man. It's like, we don't care what y'all say. We're going to shove this down your throat and you're going to like it. Well, they're going to end up not liking it, and they're going to end up out of freaking business is what they're going to do. Because they could sell S3D for a modest amount and make a killing, because it is good software. $150 is too damn much for that software. And you can say, well, it's a niche market, but they're going to get outrun by things like Slick 3R Prusa Edition, which is fantastic for making You can make profiles on it for pretty much any machine. Well, you can in any slicer. But, I mean, the interface is nice. It's easy to use. And I'm not telling everybody to rush out and cancel their S3D stuff, you know. But they really need to take a long, hard look at what they're doing and who they support and what they want to be. You know, S3D was justifiable, maybe, if you were on a 3D print hub. If you were on 3D print hub or something like that, and you needed that slicer to be that good all the time, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I could see that. I could see $150 price range. That is no longer their market. If it is, more power to them. Jack the price up to $500 and quit worrying about everybody. You know, make it a commercial product only. So, you know, I mean, if they want to support the hobby market and the consumer market, they need to price it in the hobby and consumer price range, because they're not the only game in town anymore, and they're falling behind. Because it won't be long before somebody implements, you know, placeable supports. They'll look at one of their features and go, you know what, that's a good support, let's put it in there. What's up, Robbie Mac? So, it just, I don't understand their business model. I really don't. You're pissing off the people that have kept you in business. And that's just never good. Yeah, no, I get you, Ricky. Now, is Idea Maker as easy, though? Can you, like, put a support here? You know, it'd be really cool if you could, like, manipulate the supports once they're added. You could, like, grab it and drag it so you get it just right where it needs to be, you know? I mean, even simplified 3D's offering is still clunky sometimes. So they've already got it. So there you go. What is actively and continuously developed? Most of the open source slicers right now are super active and continuously developed. I mean, really, they are. What's up, Britt Hawks? How are you, buddy? Good morning. Well, it's morning for me anyway. All right, let me grab me some water. We're almost finished. It's good stuff, man. Okay, there's none in that end. They're all on the inside. I can, oh, nope, that's inside, but I can flip this over and take the bottom feet off. Yeah, the thing about it is to get a profile right, and I know you said initial, but to get a profile right takes a while anyway. You know, and that's where I fall behind, because my patience sucks when it comes to that, right? Oh, I got you. But that's where I suck so bad at profiles and things of that nature, is because I have no patience. And that's where Tom is so good, because he has the patience. And he has learned what settings, you know, do exactly what. You know, and you know, just he takes the time. You know, and it would be so cool, like, you know, if I had an office or a shop or something where I could have my 3D printers with me at all times. And, you know, when customers come in or whatever, I walk to the front. But other than that, I'd be 3D printing. that would be awesome, because then you could devote a lot of time to that. You know? Brit Hawks, I am tearing apart this printer to use the parts on another printer that Bryce Schwartzwelder was so kind to send me the frame for. I'm going to build a Prusa bear. And we're going to see how it looks. We are. But got to get this apart. Putting all these parts in this box over here. Get this apart, and you know what? I know exactly what. I'm sitting here being stupid. Is what? That just makes no sense. No sense in being an idiot when you don't have to be, right? I used the Sawzall on my drill the other day. So now, I'm changing it back to a drill. There just ain't no sense in that. I can take these out for sure. Oh, you got to tighten a bit down there, right? Using a drill 101. I think so. One of the biggest things is it's going to let me run the Prusa firmware without any modifications. So that will help out tremendously. I am going to have to either get some new motors with the integrated lead screws, or I will have to adjust the firmware in order to get that correct, because the height on this is a little different when you use the couplers instead of integrated lead screws. Man, I wish I'd have done this 15 minutes ago. I might see if my wife wants to go somewhere and let's get some drone footage today. Out in the National Forest or somewhere like that. It's not that I want lead screws, Bryce. That's not the problem. The problem is the couplers, because I don't want the couplers in the way. Because the Prusas have the integrated lead screws. I don't mind. I have lead screws. I don't have a problem with lead screws. I mean, I've got a brand new set over there, I think, that are the right length for the height if I use couplers. The problem is that the hot end mount is made for lead screws without couplers. I hear you, Ricky Tanner. That'll work. Alright, so now let's get out the nits that we can get out. I'm going to need a tip in here. These things have bit into the aluminum. Goodness gracious. That one's just stuck. Lama, did you do a live stream or did you just do a video and publish it? Right? It's all stabby, man. It's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt. See that one? It should just pick up right out of there. It will. Now this ain't even an Ivan hammer. You know, Ricky, it's almost a year, man, since I met you in person, since we had breakfast in Clarksville. Now, I won't be going that way again because, well, I just won't. I've got to go up through Louisville this time because we're going to Ohio. So I will not get to stop by like I did last time, which is unfortunate. I enjoyed our breakfast last time. So did the missus. All right. Those, okay. All right, so let's take these out. Well, we will, Ricky. I actually wouldn't mind just taking a trip up there one weekend to catch your shows. I hate coming on a weekend because you're so busy. You know, you sleep late because you get in late. It's kind of hard to hang out when that, you know, but I would love to, man. Love to come up there and catch your show live. Have you been doing your Wednesday night shows? Did you do one this past Wednesday night on Facebook? I have not been on much social media at all. Yeah, I hear you. Well, that's what we'd have to do is hang out and then after the show, us head south. Well, not right after the show, but you know what I mean. Not go back to Clarksville, back an hour the other way after your show. Just kind of hang out in Nashville and then come home the next day. Oh, I got you. I got you. I don't blame you. I mean, really and truthfully, a lot of times, Ricky, that looked like a lot of work. You know, when you could be spending time together. Looked like a lot of work for not a lot of return on investment there. I'm not going to say every time, but a lot of the times that's what I saw. You know, now I can't see everything on the back end, but, you know. No, I am not taking the last train to Clarksville. I really don't care for the song. Yeah, I know, man. I mean, set up, tear down, you know, for 2 hours or whatever it was. I can't remember how long you streamed for, but any length of time. I mean, dude, I understand. You know, I mean, being in a band, even with you doing it acoustically or whatever, and it wasn't a lot of acoustic, but yeah, I mean, that's just a lot of work just for, you know, a few people to go, oh yay. You know, so I get it. What did Llama say? Die printer. That's what I should do. Clickbait, right? I stabbed my printer and then this happened. That's a clickbait title, right? I stabbed my 3D printer and this happened. I could do that with when I build the bear. I could do it with that, and then in the middle, just show some clips of me stabbing this one to take it apart. Yeah, so 2 hours of work, and you know, I know damn well there's nights there. You know, that was $10. You know, And I would venture a guess that there was not, so there wasn't any return on investment. You just got to sit there and sing songs for a private group of, 12, 13 people. There you go. There you go. What happened you need to know? Well, you'll have to tune in to the next episode. I wish that I had my parts all printed. God dang, this one's stuck, boys and ladies. I don't know if there's any ladies still left, but there was. But this one does not want to turn loose, which is ridiculous. Get out of there. Yep, she's still here. I say that every morning when I wake up. Yep, I'm still here. Finally, the rock has come back. And some of them just fall right out. Sorry, Llama. Not much stabby on that one. But we get the drill. All right, let's do some surgery on this one. Fused. Yeah, I know my overhead is not quite in the right. That's not the right camera anyway. Turn this one this way. There we go. Now you can at least see what I'm doing back here. Drill down for what? There you go. Established in Seattle. Yeah, that sounds like a serial killer movie or TV show or something. Something my wife would watch. You know, my kids watched on Netflix the other day, and I don't know how many of you remember or not. I do because I live right here, and I was born and raised right here. The Ted Bundy story. How many of y'all remember that? And it being on the news. It captivated the nation, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few of you that remember. You remember that, Bryce? Sweet Bee remembers. Well, they watched the Netflix series, and I don't know what the name of the series is, but whatever it is, this one was about, it's like a 4-part series on Ted Bundy. And if you hadn't seen it, go watch it. I mean, it's really pretty good. No, he was not. He was not. Not by any stretch of the imagination was he anywhere near sane. Thank you, Chris Gulata. Well, I don't remember where they stopped at, but I think the show finally said something like 31. He killed like 31 women in 2 different states. What I don't understand, man, is that woman defending him. I mean, until the end, dude. I mean, that was just nuts. But what they were upset about, and these are my kids and one of her friends, and I kind of understand it because they don't understand what it was, what happened, or how the feelings were after so many years of this. So, there you go. Yeah, right? But the thing about Jeffrey Dahmer is you have to understand Florida too, because Florida, especially then, was not your retirement community that it is now. It was a bunch of rednecks, okay? These people didn't care for Ted Bundy. And when they got to the end, when they killed him in the electric chair, they're like, oh God, Florida does the electric chair? I'm like, yeah, they still do the electric chair, which is not a bad thing. There were parties outside. They were selling shirts saying Fry Bundy Fry. And they didn't understand that. I mean, even the policemen were like, I'm so glad he's dead. You know, people were celebrating this man dying. And while I understand that's a sad state to be in, I also understood why. Because we watched it. And being from here, we watched it all the time. It dominated our local news because we only had, what, 2 channels at that time. We didn't even have 3. We had ABC, CBS, and PBS. And the ABC and CBS channels were both in Tallahassee, where he killed 11. I think it was 11 women in Tallahassee. Okay? Or in and around Tallahassee. Maybe not in Tallahassee. So, I understand the anger and the... Now, I was young. I wasn't angry. And I also wondered, but after looking back, that was, you know what's sad? Now people get that angry about you calling them a man when they're trying to be a woman. And they get that mad. I mean, and you can say, no, they don't. Yes, they do. Have you not seen the video of the dude in the vape store with the Trump hat? I mean, come on. That is friggin' ridiculous. Beyond ridiculous. I'm sorry, it's beyond ridiculous. Alright, so now I need a little bag or box to put all of this mess into. Right. Come on down. Come on down. All of that right there. It's got to go in a bag or a box or something. Do I have a little bag or a box? Nope, not that way. Let me look that way. I do. And it's actually a nice little flip-top box that all of this will go into. Let me get my tip out of the way. Plastic goes in the box down here. Let's put this under the edge of the table. Right like so. Let's not do the feet yet. Till the end. Wow. All right, Playdust, thank you. Just have to wait for the postman. Where did you have to order those from, Playdust? Because that's the only place I could find them was like in Britain. They weren't very expensive. Oh, there's lead screws in there. Alright, so all of the screws are nice and packaged. The feet are in the box. Let's close the box up. You know what? I can probably fold this up right here and lay this in here so that it doesn't get damaged either. There we go. These nice, beautiful little trees. Oh, I got you. Yeah, right? About the prediction, I see that. Bryce, I get you. Later, Brian Vines. Sorry, man, if I missed you. Apologize. Alright, wipe the table off. Man. Hey, I'm down a printer. I just went from 8 to 7 printers that quick. That fast. An hour and 39 minutes. But let's turn the tabletop off because it's not needed anymore. Well, yeah, it is. It will be in just a second. Let me grab these parts off of here and I'll show you what these are. How these looked. Because I ain't sure that I'm going to use these. I want to use the 3-part ones. but I was afraid to print them on here. But I realize now that they probably will print on here because I didn't realize how big these are. Let me get them arranged over here, or at least put on the table in some semblance of order before I turn on the camera, the tabletop. There you go. This is chevrons for the Stargate. Just finished printing. There's 9 of those, but they make a 3-piece one as well that's really small. What brief nudity? Did you see? No, you didn't either. Tell a lie. Yes. Well, they're not printing at this moment, but they're all working fine. Yes, everything's working. Yes, 7. I've got the SLA. I've got my Prusa. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. SLA, Prusa, Creality CR20, TiVo Little Monster, Hypercube Evo, i3 Mark II-ish, and the Monoprice Mini Delta. They all print. Yes. I hear you. Yeah, I try not to let them stay broken for too long. I actually let that i3 sit around. I thought it was broken, but it's actually not. It's just a white. It's broken, but it's not broken. So that's not too bad. Now let me go over here and start the next print. G-code files. I did the chevron. So let's do the, what am I? Gears, springs, and rings. Yes. More than 3 is an addiction? Oh, well, I'm hoping to be a lot more addicted in the future. Really, I mean, I'm being 100% serious about that too. I'm hoping to be a lot more addicted. You said more than 3, Ricky. You didn't just say 3. You said more than 3. Really? You just laying there and decide you want to fall down. Scare the crap out of somebody. He's got 4, but 1 is 3, so 6. What's up, Casa del Huacos? I know, right? That may be a problem. That borders on obsessive compulsive. Gotta clean my glasses too. Can't read the chat right now. I could if I could give my eyes time. I can read my text over here. Chat's a little too small. There we go. And your own bill. That'll work. Man. Hour and 43 minutes gone by like that. Sweet, man. That's friggin' awesome. I don't think my user count's been quite right the whole time. Yeah, it wasn't. It was at 24. I'm just going to turn that off. It doesn't matter. It's just in the way. Why, yes, Edge of Tech. Why, yes, I will be. Good morning, Glenn. How are you, my friend? I wish you didn't live so far away. I would come eat lunch with you today. But it's almost 3 hours to your house. All right. I hear the printer warming up back there. It's getting ready. Let's take away the ooze. I want to see how it does this, because these things, now these may not be that small. I don't know, because to me the chevrons I thought would be smaller, but they're not. They're really not. Now I don't know how these work or what they attach to, but it said you only needed 9 of these. You'll be in Gainesville on the 20th. Well, that saves me, like, you know. Well, see, Gainesville's 2 hours and 15 minutes away, and you're an hour, so you're 3 hours and 15 minutes. So that saves me, you know, 45 minutes or so. No, it'd be lunch, Bryce, not. And 3 hours is not that bad. It's not that. It's just a long way to drive for lunch. Sit there for, you know, an hour or two and then turn around and come home. If that was the case, I'd probably go see my brother. I hadn't seen him in a while either. And it's only an hour to his house, or an hour and 20 minutes or so. Thing about it is, Tony, you're right as far as a lot of time, but I think like I'm doing with this project, if you just, you know, print parts, then, you know, do whatever, then print some more parts. By the time you get, you know, you're ready to put it together, you look and you go, well, damn, I printed all the parts. Cool. You know, so. Yeah, Ricky, you're exactly right. That's the biggest thing. It takes me longer to drive there and back than the time I get to spend there. And that does suck. Let's see how this laying down plastic. Man, this thing prints so good with this on it. It really does. It's amazing. These little rails that it's printing are so small. Thank you, Bryce. I appreciate that. These little rails it's printing are so small. They are tiny. Here, let me turn the handheld on. I'll pick it up and show you. Yeah, it's showing. Okay. Yeah, check it out. They're not small lengthwise. They're just thin. So, just kind of a small thing to have printed there. But it's printing, so I can't complain. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Tony. Morning, Carl. It's going good, buddy. How are you? Did any of y'all get tagged in the pictures I tagged you in last night? Lynn, I don't think I tagged you because you don't get on Facebook, but I tagged you and several other folks. I had a post from Murph of last year of all the pictures. Well, not all of them because it would only let me post 42. But all the pictures from last year at Murph. And it was in draft status this whole time. I didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. Wow. Time just flies when you're having fun. It really does. I really hope these hold on because it's that's really weird how it's doing this. What travel motions it's deciding to make to print these is really weird. Oh, okay. I'm not worried about that then. Those were just the bands in between. I was like, how in the hell is it going to do that? Okay, that's just the separating bands. The brim. What's up, Mitch? It's Mitchell Lucas, right? I make sure I get the right Mitch. Yeah, that's right. Happy anniversary a day late, my friend. Happy anniversary. Tell your lovely wife happy anniversary, too. You didn't? See, and I don't understand it. I have to go look, Carl, but I tagged you and a whole bunch of people, and nobody liked them, so I'm like, okay, nobody got notified or whatever. Mitchell has a memory like no other, but he was married yesterday. Was it yesterday? 14 years? 14 years yesterday? I did tag people in them, correct? But anyway, congratulations, buddy. I do not have a good memory. I've got CRS. Huh. That's weird because I tagged them all last night and nobody, I was like, really? Well, Mitch, I made a conscious effort to remember because I was like, oh, that's Mitch. That's Motorhead Mitch. I need to tell him happy anniversary tomorrow if he gets on my stream. So, before, and I'm not leaving right this second, but before I get out of here, I do want to tell y'all, tomorrow Fun in the Country Basement will be hosted by Glenn on his newly improved computer. And, so we'll have Fun in the Country Basement live from 4 to 6. You don't have to keep up with the link. Just go to funcountrybasement.com and it will tell you where to go and take you right where you need to be. Uh-oh. Caps lock's on. There we go. Well, good, Mitch. I'm glad you finally got it going again. Sometimes they take longer than 2 days, but you know that. You know how that works, don't you? I really hope these don't curl. I'm going to pump this up to 75 on the bed. Go up. Set. There we go. Now the bed can heat back up. Now it's right in the spring out. Ah, sweet. Linky no worky. What? Link should work. Well, it's not a link. I didn't put the HTTP in front of it. You got to copy and paste. Here, I'll paste the link. That way. There you go. That better? Glenn could fix that if he wants to. So that it doesn't have to have the www. www. That's just not even fun to say. I have to say, my chair hasn't sunk down yet. Me too, Mitch. Me too, buddy. I really want to hang out more this year. Glenn's going to be talking about the FK1. Chris won't have anything. I will have my printed printers there. But I really just want to hang out. I want to sit around, talk, meet folks, let my wife take pictures. You know, do the things we need to do. Do some interviews maybe for some videos. I'm not interviewing Star-Lord. That bastard don't talk. Thank you, Carl. You're such a nice guy. Got to deliver some prizes. What? You're coming in an RV and you ain't bringing Star-Lord? We're going to try, Bryce. We're going to try, buddy. We are definitely going to try. I do, Aaron. Well, and I guess going from as small a room as I was in, and I've still got crap everywhere. I mean, I still haven't even moved. I've still got, you know, half of the stuff is still over in the other room. So, it's just, this place is a mess right now, which is understandable. But, once I get everything in its place, and I've got to design and build an overhead camera mount so I can slide my camera back and forth. I want to get a table mount that's more conducive to actual doing table work. You know. Yeah, I don't have it turned on. It actually looks just as good without the light on as it does with it on, which is ridiculous, but that's what it is. What did I do with the remote? I don't even know where I put the remote, man. Because I kept looking at my videos going, it looks better without it. There it is. If I turn it on, I mean, really? It's killing batteries for what? I mean, is that better? I'm not bringing a trailer to Murph. This is not a tow behind. This thing will never move. Yeah, this thing will never move again. Well, it may move again, but it'll be when it's hauled off to the dump. You know, the thing is, Mitch, it's really just dirty, and he put a roof over on it. He put a roof over on it, so I'd have to replace the roof, fix the slide outs, and then everything else pretty much works. I mean, everything else is in good shape. Water pump, all of that stuff works here. So, yes and no. It looked rough because it's filthy, but other than that, it should work pretty good. I'm not going to fix it. I know that. Well, you know, Mitch, I'm in the market for one. Whenever you head to Florida, dragging one, you know, it could fall off like at my house. I wouldn't complain, not at all. You know, it's got to be a bumper pull, though. I'm not putting fifth wheel in my truck. Right? Don't it though, Aaron Seeger? And the thing is, it really is a big space. If I took the walls out, minus the bathroom, if I took the walls and the closets and all that stuff out, and all the counter space and all the stuff over here, the kitchen and all that, which I'm not going to do because it's great to have. Well, Mitch, you just let me know where I need to pull it from, and I'll hook up to it, brother, because I have no problem with the truck part. But if I took all of that out, I mean, this is a 32 foot fifth wheel. So there's plenty of room. What's up, Techie Dad? Glad you got here right when it's time for me to leave. Woo-hoo. Now, fun in the Riley RV? Nah, we'll keep it in the country basement. Yeah, cheap to me is free. That's cheap. That's right, brother. But hey, since Techie Dad said that, I do want you to know, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, let me know in the comments and tell me what I'm doing wrong or what I can do better. I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for being members of the Country Club. If you're not subscribed, click that subscribe, ring that bell, because it's time for me to go. But treat everybody as you want to be treated, and the world to be a better place, because that's just how it would be. I mean, you know, I never meet a stranger, and I'll be your best friend until you give me a reason not to be. So, y'all have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow on Fun in the Country Basement. FunCountryBasement.com, and you'll get the link. Y'all have a great day. Thank you for being here.